Back in 2016, I was an oil and gas technician, and my wife had been a nurse for nearly 10 years at that time. I can recall the oil market taking a big downturn, and we were all concerned about layoffs. My wife recommended, why don't you go be a nurse? I think you'd be great at taking care of people and helping patients. I thought about it for a while because it's a big difference going from turning wrenches to helping people and caring for people in a healthcare setting. But I did. I quickly started taking my prerequisites and then joined a local nursing school. And I'm thankful for it. I went right into critical care out of school, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. Thankful for my wife's inspiration. I saw her for many years care for patients, and secretly might have thought to myself, I could probably do that too. So I'm thankful for her gentle nudge to push me into the healthcare field. In the COVID ICU back in 2021, it was a rough time for nursing, especially a new nurse at that time. All of our patients were very sick. I can recall one patient. To this day, I call him my favorite heating and air guy, and he calls me his favorite nurse. This gentleman came in on the helicopter, intubated and sedated. He required chest tube placements. I cared for him during the first 14 days of his ICU stay. I grew a deep connection with his family, with his wife and their son. I transferred this patient out after day 14 to a long-term care facility where I learned from his wife that he was on the ventilator for 70 days. After those 70 days, I learned that it took a little bit of work and a few surgeries, but we got him off the ventilator. I was ecstatic, absolutely thrilled. Not long after, his wife said, "Chris, I told him about you and the care, the compassion that you showed us during that time and him. And even though he doesn't remember you, he wants to meet you in person." So not long after that, we were both going to show up at an OSU game, and I got to meet him for the first time face to face, walking up and was able to shake his hand for the first time. So incredible. As an ICU nurse, we don't often get to see the positive outcomes, especially during that time during COVID. That made my nursing career at that time all worth it. And to this day, it is something that I fall back on as a point of reassurance. As nurses, we do wonderful things. Part of my sphere of influence now as a director is to care for the nurses that work under me, to give them the tools that they need to be successful, to help them keep our patients safe, and to improve the patient experience in the facility. The goal is to keep them safe while we care for them. Often I think of it this way. We kind of have a caring pyramid at our facility. Hear me, heal me, and keep me safe. That is what our patients expect from us. And I do everything in my power at my facility to make sure the nurses have what they need to do that. We round on our patients, we make sure they're safe, and we give them what they need to get them back home to their families. That's key in everything that we do as a nurse, and it's very important. So as I go through my career, I maintain that focus and influence others around me to focus on patient safety. It's the most important thing that we can do as nurses.